Hey, what's happening, YouTube? This is the second part of the water changer thing that built. It's running now, so you can see how it's going. I got a U-tube in the tank right here. That tube goes down into the manifold, which I have the valve wide open. You can see it right there. It's open. And then this valve right here is open, and that is going over to the 125. And that is also draining. I've only had this thing running for about a minute. The water level was right about here. It's already dropped, I don't know, 2 inches, 2.5 inches in a minute. You can use the Python at the same time. I have the Python hooked up. You can see it here. All you'd have to do is just kind of close 3/4 of the way those couple valves to slow the flow down, so you can adjust the flow for the Python with this valve. What I ended up doing was I modified it. This valve is the same, but I had 3/4 coming out of there before. I had to upgrade that to 1.25 inches. So now I have an 1.25 inch hose going to a rigid PVC pipe. And that runs all the way into this bucket here. You can't really see the pump that good, but it's a Laguna 2400 gallon per hour pump with 1.25 inch going out. Flex pipe goes outside into a rigid line, and then that goes out 40 feet out the house, and you can see it where the snow is gone. You can see where the water's flying out. In the spring, I am going to bury this pipe so it goes out, so it's permanent. But for right now, I have to unscrew it and screw it every time I want to use it. But that's pretty much how it works. I can do 4 tanks if I wanted to with this, but I'm only doing 2 at this very time. So, but yeah, you can see, how fast it's going. Let's see if I can stick my finger on the water line, and then you can kind of see how fast it drains down. It's a 200 gallon tank, so you can see how fast it's going down. That's already the thickness of my finger in however many seconds that was I was talking. So it really does the job. I know you guys wanted to see it work, so that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to message me or get a hold of me. There's various ways to do that, so I'd be more than happy to help you out to get it all figured out. It's a little bit of a learning process trying to get to know which valves to turn and which ones not to when you have 4 going in there, so you get optimal usage out of it. But yeah, it's working good. We're draining both tanks. You can see the 125 is really going down already. So it's working. Like I said, any questions, hit me up. But yeah, I guess we could, well, we got it here. Pardon my crappy skills here, but we can throw the Python in there, and then if my wife opens the valve for that, you'll see it now. It's starting to drain, and now it's working, and you can see that it's sucking stuff up. So now I'm draining 2 tanks full and running the Python at the same time. If I wanted more suction with the Python, I would just have to close a couple of the other valves a little bit just to get it working a little better, But there's really nothing in this tank. I don't really have to gravel vac it that much. I don't overfeed and I don't underfeed, but with the probiotics and the Southern Delight food, it really helps keep the waste down. So you don't really have to vacuum as much, but that's about it, guys. You kind of got to see it in action now, and I'm glad I could finally get the video going to show you guys. It's been kind of a waiting game, trying to get everything figured out and all that. But yeah, this pump is no slouch. It doesn't mess around, and I got it off eBay. I don't even remember how much it was. It was a steal. It was like 120 bucks or something.
It's like $100.
So it was definitely a no-brainer to get it. I mean, it took a little modifications to get everything to work, but definitely worth it. Saves me a lot of time. And when I refill, I can refill using the manifold if I want, but I just refill. I use a Mag 7. I can show you I got my water tank in here. It's a 300 gallon stock tank. It's got a 2-inch valve at the bottom, and I just got this 3/4 hose. I hooked that into my mag drive, and then the output of the mag drive is a 3/4 ID hose like this one, and then the hose is 50 feet long, so I can just run it to each tank. It'll reach just about every tank down here, or every tank down here it will reach. I also bought this little deal here from my local hardware store. It plugs into your outlet. Then you plug whatever you want in here. I plug my pump in here. And then you can use this. Comes with like a little fob, an on-off switch, so I can remotely turn my pump on and off from anywhere in the basement. So when the tank gets full, I just push the button, shuts the pump off, move the hose to the next tank, and start draining that. But yeah, I mean, I do age my water in here for 24 hours in this tank, so it does sit overnight. Plus it helps kind of warm it up a little bit, but that's how I do it, guys. Thanks for watching, and we've already got 100 gallons out of this tank already, so in just this small amount of time. But thanks for watching, and rate, comment, subscribe. Have a good weekend.